My fellow gem hunters, welcome to another episode of Coinverse. And as always, I'm your host, Vibin. And guys, before we get started today, you know what to do. Let's smash up that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel so you stay up to date to the latest videos. And also share this with a friend or two. And then at the end of the video, guys, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the content that we have over here at Coinverse, because we try to keep you guys up to date on the latest and greatest of whatever is going on in the crypto space. We try to find some gems, but today, again, guys, we got to talk about what's really going on with the hot topics in crypto. Today, we got to break in. I want to look into Celsius a little bit. There's been a lot of speculation that they could be facing the next liquidation in this cascading market right now. And we want to look at possibly why this is taking place. There is a ton of information online when you get into this story. But basically, they're basically using somewhat of like banking principles to, do staking and things of that nature, but in a way that didn't really help them out. I think, they had a good plan maybe, but things didn't work out. So today I want to get into that with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. I have all kinds of things pulled up. We're just going to get right into it though. All right. So stay with me. So go ahead and get the screen share here. So what's really interesting is the owner coming out and Alex Miniski is saying, Celsius Network team is working nonstop. We're focused on your concerns and thankful to have heard from so many. To see you come together is a clear sign that we have the community is our strongest, is the strongest in the world. This is a difficult moment. Your patience and support means the world to us. All right, so it's good to see that he's coming out. Celsius itself hasn't made an official announcement other than, pausing the withdrawals 3 days ago, right? So it's really, that hasn't been anything else. But there's been a lot of data that you could potentially find online about some of the things that's going on. But it's basically like, hey, these guys were allowing people to take out stake ETH by staking with them. And this stake ETH, people were taking that and then staking it in Aave, and then Aave was giving them actual liquid ETH back in return. And this was kind of like one of those things that, yeah, if the merge did happen with Ethereum 2.0, then they would have stake positions that they would be able to gain a little margin off of. But because the merge hasn't happened, all of this stake ETH is just pretty much monopoly money out there in the air, to be honest. So we want to go over here, and I just want to go through this. He has a really good thread. It's just a little bit long, all right? So he wants to talk about why is there a concern for us if 3AC collapses and Celsius collapses, right? So if 3AC collapses, is monumental because they borrow from every single major lender out there. Thinking BlockFi, Genesis, Nexos, Celsius, and every lender to take a hit from 3AC. So we know that they face liquidation already, and we keep seeing Celsius's number get a little bit closer. But when we talk about some of those things that's happening on with the staking, here it is right here. This is their current reserves. So where they only have 1.6 in the reserves, guys, they have $8.6 billion in customer assets. And that's the problem. Is look at the big difference. What are they doing with people's tokens? What are they doing with people's money? And what are they doing with people's Ethereum, people's all this stuff that's staked here? So it's just one of those things. It's anything that's in that staking pool right now. It just seems like it's being targeted. And this guy had a really good thread as well. And he talks about, all the transactions and looking from there, and just really, he's really diving into these platforms and showing OnChain Data sell withdrawals, deposits on FTX since January 21st. So a lot of people isn't paying attention to the OnChain Data, but guys, they're selling. Like they're selling on chain, right? So maybe, and it was rumored that Celsius was one of the guys who were selling high on the Luna. So this could be, some payback in some sense or another, being attacked. But here it is right here. Looking in the Celsius wallet from earlier, I started to look at other positions that Celsius has. They need to liquidate as stake ETH continues to become less and less liquid. $7 million in Link and $4 million in wrapped Bitcoin. So main DeFi wallet, you see it all here. So they got all of this data on chain, so it's not to say that the data is not there for us to see. Now, what does Celsius have to do to save themselves is they have to make sure that they keep paying back on these loans so they lower their liquidation price. Right now, I think the liquidation was, well, 2 days ago, it was like 17,000. Right now, it's down to 15,000. But these people who are headhunting them, how far are they willing to drop the market to liquidate them? And, you know, what effect will this have? I'm not sure. I've seen both sides on it. Going through Twitter, I listen to a lot of Twitter spaces, and the Celsius community believes in Mike. They say, hey, look, man, we believe in him. He's a family guy. But again, me not having skin in that game, I'm looking from the outside, and it just looks like a lot of dirty moves, in my opinion. So it's definitely one of those things that we got to pay attention to and really look at, because when we go over here and we look at this Celsius chart, especially on FTX, these scam wicks, there's dirty players here, whether it's from the Celsius side or whether it's from another source that's creating this. We have to pay attention to it. These scam wicks come up. Guys, don't get caught in these squeezes, and then it immediately gets liquidated, right? So we don't know per se who's doing what, but the headlines are everywhere that something's wrong within Celsius. And then when you have headlines like this coming out, crypto lender Celsius hires restructuring attorneys, it's just more FUD. It's more FUD. So I'm not sure what to think about this, but I do know that I can tell you this: there's a lot of leverage, stake ETH out there that it's literally just monopoly money, guys, and the market will correct itself. If you do have something locked up in Celsius, guys, I think it would be a smart time if you could get it out. I mean, it's not financial advice, obviously. I don't have any skin in that game, but guys, we've seen these cascading events happen. We've seen it happen with Luna. And we're starting to see a little bit of it in Tron, and we hope that we're not going to have to come back and make a video about it, right? But wanted to bring this to you guys' attention today. It's one of the hottest stories going on out there. If you have any thoughts about Celsius and what's going on within that protocol, leave them down below. If you're staked there and you feel comfortable, let us know down below. If you're somebody who's caught in this whirlwind right now and you can't get your deposit free, guys, you know, praying for you. Like we gotta make sure we're watching this stuff closely. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna talk about today over here at Coinverse. Make sure you guys are really following us on Twitter. Also check out our Telegram, and we also have a Discord link. Make sure you guys interacting with me over there. I'm free to chat most of the time over there as well. So without anything else left to say to guys, I'll see you guys again tomorrow, and vibing out.